Imagine I retired at the end of the semester and a new teacher comes in January and tells you guys, all right, we're going to do things differently. Now, maybe a few of you would like that. Maybe a lot of you'd like that. I don't know. But I took over the Mac Lab in January of 2002. And 2 weeks into the gig, very few students were paying attention to what I was asking them to do because that's not what our old teacher had us do. This is what we did. And what we did is played games and not paid attention and, pretty much just did what we want. So on a Friday, at the end of my second week, before school started, I imagine that blue circle is a red ball. I taught myself how to move that red ball in Flash. And I set up the projector. When kids walked in, I says, hey, listen up. Look what I taught myself to do. And the red ball went down to the bottom of the screen, back up to the top of the screen, back down to the bottom of the screen, back. And then, it just keeps doing this. And I said, hey, pretty good, huh? And, everybody looked at me like I was a total idiot. That was the point. At that point, I didn't know how to do anything other than move that ball in that simplistic, boring manner. And I said, listen, you guys, I'm going to come back on Monday. And if my Flash, my animation sucks, you don't have to listen to me the rest of the year. But if it doesn't suck, let's learn together. And this story is laid out over here in the Mac Lab way, the big gamble. This is the animation that I did. It's 15 seconds long. I spent the entire weekend trying to teach myself Flash. Now, I have no idea where this animation is, but I'm going to cut over to it because it's been playing in the background the whole time. And let's see where it is, and I'll tell you where it starts. We're 5 seconds in, so you missed the very beginning. Here's the animation. And notice that the letters are moving with a little organic feel. It doesn't feel purely mechanical. Here's the beginning. And there's no sound. And of course, I could do this so much better now. But the idea is, I taught myself this over the weekend. How many of you want to learn Flash? And somebody in the classroom in every period says, that sucks. And, some other kids went, no, wait a minute, it doesn't. How'd you do that? Over the course of the next few years, the Mac Lab became famous around the world for our Flash tutorials because I found a new way to work Flash because out of desperation, I had to find a new way. It was too complicated to try to do something like this following someone else's tutorials. You got a decision to make. What are you going to do the rest of the year? Whoops. Are you going to pick up the ball and run with it? Are you going to learn how to do something cool? Or are you going to sit there playing around, wasting time, not paying attention? I don't know. It's up to you. That's what I said back then. Right now, I got nothing to lose. This is my final year. I'm giving you all I got as far as spilling my soul and sharing my knowledge with you and trying to help you be self-reliant. If all I do is record videos and show you how to do things, all you will do are those simple things. When are you going to take those simple things and move beyond what you're doing right now? When are you going to start pushing the ball further down the road? And this goes for the students who are actually doing something in this classroom. Without exception, every single one of you, you can push yourself harder. You can do something you've never done before. Yeah, some of you are doing some pretty cool work. There are no exceptions to who I'm speaking to right now. What are you going to do the rest of the year? That looks lame, but you saw it. It's one frame out of a 15-second animation that changed the course of my family's history and thousands of kids who have benefited from this experience. Or not, as the case may be.